Good evening. My name is Lydia Melgarejo, and this is the last video. And the questions that were asked is what three fundamental effects this course, Woman in the Bible, had in my life and me. So, to first start is to understand what is feminism, and then to understand that it's about equality for women and men. So I think having this in the background and also uh, in the Bible, there were so many things that I was unaware, I didn't know. Um, for example, some of the biblical laws of purity, you know, for example, impurity would be somebody who had a period, who has woman who had period would be considered impurity. They won't be able to be touched if they were sitting on something or if they were laying on something that has to be clean. So I wasn't aware that, you know, having a period, which is something normal that a woman has every 28 days, is considered to be impure in biblical laws. And then the other thing, and this is what I learned in the hemorrhage woman um, and Jeru's daughter. Another thing that I have learned is that, women's struggles that they had to go through because of women, and they were also viewed as either to bear children, either to stay at home, and then even the few last chapters about staying quiet in churches, not speaking, covering their head. So I think biblical laws that I have learned that I was not aware until now. But I also saw that we had some women who show courage in the Bible. Deborah, her courage that she showed. Miriam, she was the first woman prophet in the Bible. Also, and then also, you know, about things that I kind of like knew about, like Jesus. That he wanted equality. Like, so on the Samaritan woman, it says that we learned that Jesus crosses the boundaries between male and female, and between chosen and rejected people, demonstrating that the grace of God is available to all. And this is something that I definitely go by as a believer, that Jesus doesn't look. Unfortunately, the people who wrote the Bible, and sometimes they sounded that the women were put last place. But when Jesus came and when Jesus was interacting with a woman, he didn't care, and he actually treated them the same. He actually even touched people like the hemorrhage woman that other people would consider impure. He was healing. He was, so Jesus continued to do what was right. And then even his apostles were surprised, but Jesus showed them that the women have the same right to be prophets, to also to read, to continue and being teachers around and to teach the gospel. Um, Also to understand that it has taught me to to speak up, because there's some woman in the Bible that didn't speak up. There's some woman in the Bible that actually stayed quiet. Um, so I think speaking up, being more aware, understanding, that we have the power of speaking, we have the power of, so it's very important that whatever I have learned here, to apply it, to continue growing. But yeah, so this course actually has been very, it has very, it has educated me a lot about the Bible, about women's roles, and then about to learn some women that are actually have, like I said, have courage. Some women that spoke even back then when they were supposed to, or they were supposed to stay quiet, but some women who were leaders. Um, so I'm very grateful for the course, that it has helped me a lot. So thank you.